fried. Know some people out here picking a side. Know I'm out here picking a lot. Watching the fakes, watching the stakes, slither, striking the time. TDE, it's the family, we them dominant dogs. Top tiering, when them comments involved, we out for it all. Rock solid, he ain't dropping the ball. Prime time, who want it with us? Us.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Lockett the man in motion. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now quickly here to Smith and Jigba. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second down. The Seahawks at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, here's Smith. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Now a throw, they're going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn that for a first down.
Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And again, it's Chubb. Runs through the contact. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Geno. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Trying the left side with Walker. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Geno now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf. And a first down to boot.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not. 3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Throwing now is Geno. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jordan Elliott. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Throwing is Smith. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Cleveland.
Cooper, the man in motion right. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Gino on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. To throw on second down is Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. From the red zone now, Smith going right back to Fant. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Smith throwing again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he fields it cleanly. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Cooper will come in motion right. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 60. And the Browns have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Great pickup by Walker, who was the second back off the board in the 2022 draft. But he was first among rookies in carries, yards, and touchdowns, and was the Rookie of the Year runner-up.
Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A gear for Walker running right. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Smith now to throw. He'll find Metcalf.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 25-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. A shotgun snap for Smith. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Cooper will go in motion.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Playing success in this game already. 2 touchdown catches, but that was a very dangerous throw. But you have to understand, with 2 catches already for touchdowns, they're going to try and force it to him at times as well.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Powerful running. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Take it to the house.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. Now Smith. Finding Walker, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 51 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Watson. And the The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's second down.
Now it's Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Smith on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second down, here's Smith. And Walker has it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Walker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 3-yard loss brings up 2nd and 13 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Smith. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. And credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill. From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Now Geno. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30.
Yards on the play. And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the
Play action. It's Smith. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to look deep for more. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And that's good for another Seahawks. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, it's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And now again, The play clock's going to run out on them. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Again, Smith. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. That's going to be caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. Now Crosby for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And a touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Geno on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throwing now, Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here's Watson now on second down. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that is incomplete. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understand.
Legends on 3, 2, 1.
That's on. Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't. Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that.
And they even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weave. When they jumped in the front seat to play with the speakers. Let my plans, stretch on my fans. Plus when I stop at my cousin, my
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up.